right. Don't know what's going on. Don't know if I need to reformat the car or just swap the battery. As I was saying, I want to fly here, but it's always windy. It's absolutely beautiful, but always real windy. Once the new quad comes in, it can handle the wind a whole lot better. But it's gorgeous out here. I love these cliffs and canyons out here. And the Painted Cliffs rest area. So, you know where we are. Hey, there goes one of our trucks. There he goes. T680. The other side of the highway is real pretty too. This area down here is gorgeous. There's my trailer. Now you can probably hear how strong the wind is. Ooh, lordy. I just like this area. You know, I mentioned it before several times, but I think this stuff is beautiful. I mean, I just love how it looks. I mean, look at this. This is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, we have 964, I believe, miles to go. Let's see how far I can get. In case you notice, no cover shirt. The next state is Commiefornistan, so I had to disarm. stopped at the Loves at exit 9, Interstate 40, Lake Havasu, Arizona. I like that Loves. It's a good-sized Loves. In addition to the Subway, they've also got a Carl's Jr. green burrito. For your East Coasters, that's a Hardee's red burrito. Same thing. Had to scrub the heck out of the windshield again. I scrubbed it this morning. Major scrubbing at shift change this morning. Hit a lot of bugs last night. But it was already bugged up again. I'm not going to be doing that much dash cam anymore for a little bit. Now, here's what's going on. Why my windows look, my windshield tends to look nasty. I have 243,478 miles on this truck now. Yeah, that's how long I've been doing these videos. 243,000 miles. That's a lot of exposure to the elements. Now, the truck's just a year old. We got it end of May last year. Here it is, beginning of June. And, you know, we've got that many miles on it. And that's the thing. We are exposed to multiple issues. Now, typically, we've not made it more than 100,000 miles without having to replace a windshield before. This has actually been rather incredible that we've got this many miles on it and still have the original windshield in it. Usually you end up having rocks kicked up, they'll knock out a chunk, put a nice big rock chip in it, and that ends up growing like crazy and turning into a crack, and as long as it touches two edges, then DOT says it has to be replaced. We have one chip right there. I know you can't see where I'm pointing, but it's right even with my shoulder here, straight out. Doesn't interfere with my vision. It's not in this area. Or, as you would say, in this area. So it's not DOT mandated to replace it. But other things, okay, every time you get a truck washed, and they take the pressure washers to your windshield, if that water is not perfectly filtered, and most of these truck washes recycle their water. They have water traps in the floors. They catch the dirty water that comes off, and they're supposed to filter it. They use sand filtration. Sometimes the sand that they filter it through, some of it ends up in the water. So they're sandblasting your windshield. Yeah, that was actually a good bump. But they end up sandblasting your windshield. You have... Whoa, buddy. That was a bigger bump. This is what we fuss about. Bumps in the road, you know, or trying to sleep. Try sleeping through that. You just saw how much I got bounced. Okay. So you got truck washes sandblasting your glass and your paint. But glass is actually more susceptible to it than the paint is. Because the paint flexes a little bit, bounces the stuff off. And if you have a good coat of wax, which I always get the truck waxed every time, that helps protect the paint. But the glass is exposed, it doesn't flex. particle of sand hits it, it cuts it. Remember, all glass is melted sand. Okay, it's quartz. You also have dust and stuff being kicked up by the road. You have other vehicles passing you, including dump trucks full of sand and gravel and whatever. Stuff hits your windshield. Then you have weather conditions, like sandstorms. That does a lot of damage to your windshield. So 243,000 miles, roughly 24 years of car driving. Does that make you think? We got this truck a year ago. 54 weeks ago we got it. And we've got 24 car years worth of driving on it already. And just think how much damage happens to the windshield of your car in 24 years' time. Why are you staring at me like that? Do I have something in my hand? Do I have something in my hand? That one of your cookies? Wait. Okay. Stopped off to do my 30. Got 0 cell signal out here. We are at the first rest area in California, Interstate 40. They closed the rest area down. I'm actually sitting on the on-ramp. Not happy about that. Got 0 cell service, so I'm transferring files. I didn't put all my files on my hard drive, my external hard drive from yesterday. Going ahead and watching some of my own videos that I still have on the phone. And eating dinner. Now, I know this don't look like much. But we have a combination rice cooker, slow cooker, and steamer. Does all of the above. We've not used it for rice at all. This is for slow steaming regular rice. A little too time consuming in the truck. But we have used it as a slow cooker and basically a crock pot, and we have steamed vegetables in it. But now we're using the microwave steamer bags for the vegetables. But we like green beans. Now what I do is I take regular, let's scoop one out of here. Regular cut green beans and French cut green beans. Now, when I make them from scratch, I just cut them all regular, and then I add in different veggies and stuff. The thing is, the French cuts come with little pieces of red bell pepper already in them, so I use those. And I can get the big cans of the regular cut green beans that already have potatoes in them. Now this is only as a convenience for in the truck. So I put some bouillon, then the beans, and I also throw in a Polish sausage. And I season it up for final consumption, because this is a matter of taste with this. It's called Maggi. It's a German soy sauce seasoning. There's a little more than just soy in it. But in that thing, it only takes about 20 minutes for everything to be cooked and heated up and done and ready to eat. But I use 2 large cans of the green beans with potatoes, 4 small cans of the French cut green beans. This is Del Monte brand. And 1 or 2, depending on how I feel at the time, Polish sausages. And 2 large or 4 small beef bouillon cubes, or 2 teaspoons of powdered bouillon. And that's all there is to it. Real simple, real easy, and real good. So that gives us enough for a couple of days. Because, I mean, it's one of those things we really like. I'll make it every couple of months or so we don't burn out on it. But nothing else to do here but watch my own videos, transfer files, or rewatch my own videos, transfer files, and have dinner. And Alizé's already been out. And believe it or not, let's do this. She likes green beans too. Hello all. We are just north of Bakersfield. 266 miles to delivery and 7 hours to get there. If she don't piddle, we should make it. From there, I'm still trying to get a hold of dispatch. From there, we need to get a load heading to Florida, out of Salinas, so we can take a reset on the way. Chris needs to see the doctor, and I need to get my new rear wheel for the bike, and then figure out a better way of mounting it, or hanging it on the mount. So when we stop at Brawley, I'll probably video how I got the bike on there and everything. But we are at the Flying J. We are still in no piddle mode. Dang California with their ridiculous speed limits. I could have been 100 miles closer. Well, not that far, but quite a bit closer. It'll take us... I could do it in less than 4 hours if it weren't for the differential speed limit. With the differential speed limit, it's going to take us 5.5 hours driving. So, you know, plus Chris has to stop to do girly things. We'll find out what happens, and you'll find out tomorrow, because I'm closing out now. If you like the vlog, please share. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we shall see you tomorrow. Bye all.